Chad Gadya, Chad Gadya. One little goat. Why is this song in our Haggadah? What lessons can we learn from it? And what is its interpretation? All these questions were asked by the rabbis over the generations. Let me offer you a few windows into their interpretations. The original version of this song goes all the way back to the 13th to 14th centuries. The Schechter Haggadah discusses it, and it says the original version is basically one animal after another attacking each other. God doesn't appear in the original version. We have God at the center, and perhaps the rabbis took this folktale, elevated it, and converted it for our needs, and that's perfectly fine. We do that throughout all generations. We're going to see some important lessons that we can learn from that transformation. Another piece is the original version does not include any Hebrew in it. Our version has nashach, hikah. Those are Hebraic terms. The original version is just purely Aramaic. The original version also has a dog eating the goat, which makes a little bit more sense than a cat eating the goat. And a few other differences too that make a little bit more sense. Nevertheless, these transformations, these changes, offered opportunities for the rabbis over the generations to offer their interpretations. So here are two interpretations of a Gaon from the 18th century, the Gaon of Vilna, and of a Gaon, contemporary Gaon, a friend of mine, Rabbi Schwartz, who offers an awesome interpretation that I want to share with you. The Gaon of Vilna depicts these stages as stages in Jewish history. The kid, the goat, is the birthright. The father is Yaakov. The two zuzim are the bread and stew that Yaakov gave to Esav for the birthright. The envy of Jacob's sons is the cats, who ended up attacking Yosef. The dog is Egypt, who ended up attacking the Jews. The stick is Moshe's staff that ended up affecting the Egyptians. The fire is the thirst for idolatry, which affected the Jews later on. The water is the 4th century BCE rabbis who eradicated idolatry. The ox is Rome, who ended up destroying the temple. The butcher is the Mashiach ben Yosef, who will start the redemption. The tradition says that he's going to die. That's the Malach HaMavet. That's the angel of death. But Hashem will come to the rescue with Mashiach ben David, and we will see a full redemption for all of Am Yisrael with the Messiah, the son of David. That's the message of the story according to the Gra, that there is a happy ending. And that's a lesson we can take today from our Seder, that Hashem has been with us throughout all the generations. Hashem will be with us in this time. Be'ezrat Hashem, we will see happier days. We will emerge from all this, the coronavirus experience, even stronger, Be'ezrat Hashem. A friend of mine, a colleague of David Schwartz, explains this in a little bit different way. He says that our father, our parent, bought for us a goat. We were supposed to take care of that goat, but we didn't. We didn't take care of it. The goat was vulnerable and it ended up getting eaten by a cat. We had the opportunity to take care of the cat, but we didn't do that. So the dog ate it. And it keeps going stage after stage, depicting opportunities for us to intervene and help out. We didn't. In the end, Hashem had to bring the redemption. But we could have played our part. And that's the lesson according to Rav Schwartz. As we conclude the Seder, we talk about our redemption, how we were redeemed. We should reflect on what we can do to help bring the redemption. There's a lesson in this for us today. We can play our part in help making things better. We can call friends, we can stay in touch, we can learn together. We can also grow spiritually, especially from the Seder, internalizing its messages of faith and trust in Hashem. Through this, we can spiritually uplift all of Am Yisrael. So the Chad Gadya appears to be a strange story, perhaps a folk story from a long time ago, but there are really important lessons in it for us today that we can take in, draw inspiration from, and perhaps implement into action. May this be a Chag Sameach, a happy holiday for all of us, and may we see their full redemption soon in our days. Be'ezrat Hashem.